Welcome back, everybody, to Vintage Story. I have been an extremely busy bee since the last episode. Number 1, I've got a charcoal pit going. Number 2, we now have 3 barrels entirely full of weak tannin. Number 3, I've had a whole bunch of time to smelt up a bunch of quartz into glass blocks. And as you can see in here, I have got a whole new roost of different metal ingots. I've made myself some new iron tools. I now have an iron knife, and up here you'll be able to see I have an iron saw and iron shears. Oh, and we also have ourselves a ton new crocs. So let's get back to our leather working. We have 15 oak logs here. What we're going to do is we're going to put 5 into each of these barrels containing the weak tannin. What that'll do is it will convert the weak tannin into strong tannin. And this is the final liquid we need to make. So let's go and seal that bad boy. We're going to head on in here. We're going to seal this one and this one as well. As you can see, it only takes 24 hours of sealing. And then, yeah, we'll be able to get on with the final stage of leather making. And it's a good thing we've got 3 barrels of strong tannin coming up, because they will host this lot here perfectly. But before I get on with anything else in today's episode, I just want to say, of course, a massive thank you, as always, for your lovely support throughout this series. Of course, keep those likes rolling in if you want to continue supporting these videos and the channel. I'd very much appreciate it. And of course, make sure you're subscribed if you don't want to miss out on my future Vintage Story episodes. So here we are. Winter has officially begun. We are on the 3rd of December. It is minus 10 degrees Celsius outside here right now. And I have had a couple of instances where my body temperature has started to take a little bit of a nosedive. So, at some point, I think we really need to get on top of making ourselves some new clothes. But before we do that, what I'd really like to do is experiment with something else that is new in the 1.22 update. If I just bring up the handbook and type in grind, we've got the grinding wheel here. A grinding wheel is used to sharpen, slashing, and piercing weapons and tools, imparting a temporary power bonus. Many types of stone can be used to make grindstone. So we go into the grindstones. We've got claystone, chert, and sandstone being able to be used. We do have claystone rocks, and we do have a chisel and hammer. So we should be able to get this thing done very, very easily. So there's a bit of claystone. There's our chisel. And we've got the hammer on our person. So let's do this thing. 1 claystone grindstone. Alright, so there's a couple of other bits and bobs to come. We've got ourselves this wooden axle here. So let's go and check this out. Rendered fat, log, chisel, and hammer. So here we are with the fat, and here we are with a log. Can it just be like any kind of log? I've absolutely no idea. I guess we'll find out in just a hot second here. Oh, look at that. Okay, well, at the very least, it can be a birch log. So there we are. And now it's just some nails and strips. Well, they're incredibly easy to make. So let's get ourselves an ingot heated up. Amazingly, I didn't use bellows on this ingot. I just let it get up to 600, and then I just sort of experimented to see whether or not I could still work on this molly ingot. Turns out we can. And there we are, nails and strips. So now I just need a saw, and then finally some boards. So the boards go like this. Then it's going to be the saw, then I believe it's the hammer, then a little bit of this, this, and this. Maybe the other way around? Or maybe it's not a hammer? Wait, hang on a minute. Can I not use molly nails and strips for a grind wheel? I've not seen it cycle past here, is all. Wow, okay, well, there's me thinking that nails and strips were, like, universal. Apparently not. So just while I'm waiting for the copper ingot to heat up, yeah, as you can see, only an ingredient for a plaque and a lantern. Huh. Well, at the very least, I've learned something new today. Alrighty, copper nails and strips. Let's get these cooled down, and then we should be able to now make the little grindstone wheel thingy of epicness. So it's a little bit of that, and there we are. Finally, the grinding wheel. For now, it can go just here. So how does this thing work? Do we just, like, hold right-click or something? Does it have to be powered? Ah, construct a grinding wheel and place it on the end of a powered shaft. The grinding wheel is a pass-through machine, so you can have it in the middle of a shaft that goes to something else. Right. Okay, I think the TLDR of all this is I can't do anything with the grindstone. Not until we have access to, like, the full-on mechanical power side of things. Like, I'm talking, like, I don't know, flax for sails, windmills, all that kind of stuff. It says that you can use a water wheel to try and generate power, but we don't really have any waterfalls nearby so far as I know. But here's how to make a water wheel if we were to go down that route. Small 4-way meteoric iron hub. But yeah, as you can see, it cycles through. There's different materials you can use. Well, I won't lie, I'm a little bit sad that I can't experiment with the grinding wheel today, but hey, we have it constructed, so we can experiment with it a little bit later on in the series. There we are, another lovely morning here in Vintage Story. Early morning, it's only just starting to show signs of becoming light. Blimey. The nights are getting real long. Still got 10 in-game hours to wait. I think I could think of something to do in that time. What if we were to finally make ourselves a staircase going all the way down to the very, very bottom of the world? We can use that staircase to then grab ourselves a bunch of stone resources for building, and who knows, we might get lucky enough to find ourselves some ores. The only thing I need to keep in mind is in order for this to continue being regarded as a cellar, I would need to put a door down. Now, what my plan is to get rid of one of these shelves here and to maybe relocate the fat to, I don't know, maybe one of these little bad boys here. So here we are, folks. Nice and simple. A door. Right, now, does this still mean that this is a proper cellar? Yeah, judging by the food perish speed rate, 0.05 for grain. That is an incredibly slow spoil rate, isn't it? So yeah, this door will do the job. So, now what we can do is start digging down. I've just realized, though, it's probably going to use up the entirety of the remainder of my pickaxe. Is it worth it to do this? Yeah, I'd say so. You gotta spend resources to get more back, right? That's the way I see it. So how is it you make stairs? It's stones in this formation and then a bit of clay in the middle, right? Or is it this way? Ah, yeah, there we go. Claystone, cobblestone stairs. So actually a tad on the expensive side, if I'm being honest, though. Yeah, our clay supply is about to go bye-byes very, very quickly. Alrighty, well, we got 50 stairs. Let's see what we can do. Let's see how far we can go. Well, I mean, 50 layers down is as far as we can go, but in terms of what's actually going to be down here, I've no idea. Oh, very good start. Okay, a deposit of lead. Very, very good. We can make ourselves a bunch more molly ingots with this if we really wanted to. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Our base area here, it is very, very resource rich, isn't it? I'm so glad that we moved here from that coastal base we had in the first few episodes of the series. Random side note, similar to Minecraft, nothing annoys me more with staircases than ones that aren't tall enough and therefore you wind up hitting your head against the ceiling all the time like this. So yeah, we're going to go a little bit above and beyond with this one. I want to be able to get up and down, to and from whatever is down here, super quick like. And yeah, I know, this is going to use up a whole bunch more pickaxe durability, but I think it's worth it. So having heightened the ceiling of the staircase by a block, let's see how we do now. Oh, that's so much faster, isn't it? I know, I'm probably being very, very picky about my staircases here, but I'd rather do it right. Oh, very good. Different types of rock coming up now. So we've got sandstone if we really wanted it, and we've also got granite. And I dare say if we continue to dig down, we'll probably find andesite. Ooh. Hello. What is this? Wait, seriously, what is this? Saltpeter? Wait, there's loads of it. So, can I, like, just pick this up with my hands? Yeah, I can. Okay. Saltpeter. It can be used as a fertilizer to increase the amount of potassium and nitrogen nutrients there are. That's incredible. Okay, is there a faster way to pick this up? Oh, yeah. Shoveling like a pro. Wow, this is actually a fantastic find. I don't think I've ever found saltpeter down on the ground before. That's a vintage story first for you, boy. What was I saying about my base being a nice resource-rich area? Oh, it's a drifter-rich area as well. But when you have a rather lovely iron falx like I do here, yeah, it doesn't take much to take him out of the game. Genuinely, I'm so chuffed to bits. We have ourselves 57 saltpeter. What can we actually do with this? Ingredient for sulfuric acid and blasting powder. Oh, now that sounds more like my style. Or blasting bombs, stone blasting bombs, scrap bombs. Is there anything else going on around here that I should be aware of? Let me just pop myself up here real quick. Okay, multiple different avenues that we could explore. There appears to be quite a lot of borax. Anything down here? Not really noticing anything in the way of ores, but maybe in the way of structures we could find something? That'd be kind of nice. I can hear water. Okay. And another avenue over there. That could possibly be a way out. Yeah, it is. I can see some daylight up there. Interesting. Okay, there's a little bit of a pit right there. Maybe I can go across here and see what's what. Because I've got a lantern as well, we should be fine in terms of it, you know, not going out, right? Yeah, I think we were fine. We just went underwater there. Alright, let's get ourselves up here. I mean, if we could find ourselves one of those little abandoned underground ruined structures, that really would be quite nice. Because I don't think we found any yet in this series. So then, so far, down our staircase, we've come across borax, lead, and saltpeter. I wonder what kind of other stuff we could find further down. Maybe some iron, maybe some more copper, maybe one of those mega copper veins. There's only one way to find out, isn't there, my friends? And that is to just keep on digging down. Unfortunately, though, that was the last of our stairs. So let's get ourselves back up to our base. Oh, man, I love being able to just run up these stairs super quick. Oh, man, it feels good. Oh, yeah, right. I should probably keep that door closed, though, huh? That might have ruined this being classed as a cellar temporarily there. Whoops. In order to continue the staircase going down into the depths, I'm going to need myself a bunch of clay. Here we are. Loads and loads of red clay. 6 stacks, thus filling this chest. That'll keep us going for a good amount of time. Oh, here we are, my friends. Now we're really starting to get down into the depths. Andesite has started cropping up. Oh, snap! There it is! Mantle, or the equivalent Minecraft bedrock. Wow. We are at the very, very, very bottom of a vintage story world. A place I visit very, very rarely. Wow, I can't believe we've actually made it all the way down. Without there being anyone to kick our butts. Huh, okay. I feel like the next thing we should do is get ourselves a prospecting pick and then maybe dig a bunch of little shafts coming off of here, right? And then we do the prospects to see if there's actually anything to be had down in the depths here. I can hear some water near here, and I think it's over in this direction. Okay. Just random quartz? Yeah. Always a welcome sight, my friends. Hell yeah. Whoa! What is this? Anyway, what I was saying is I could hear water, like, partway down the stairs, like here. And apparently there's actually something going on here. A bunch of quartz, as I said, that's always a welcome sight. But what the hell is this stuff? Small amethyst crystal. Did we pick it up? Oh, yeah, we did. Oh, what can we do with this? Ingredient for amethyst. 4 pieces smelt into 2 violet glass. We're going to have different colored glass with this? Oh, bro, that's awesome. So, let's do a little bit of Operation Dump. We've got a lot of stone and crap on us. And then, yeah, we're going to get ourselves back down there. Wow, my stones chest is now entirely full. I never thought I'd see the day. Should we make ourselves a whole bunch of blocks just so we can, I don't know, try to lessen the amount of stuff in here? I think that'd be a cool idea. And yep, I know, I've only just grabbed like 6 stacks of clay. I don't know, I think this is worth it. Always good to have a supply of building blocks for the future. I mean, hey, there's a greenhouse that we want to make at some point soon, right? So, yeah, it's probably a good thing that we're getting all this stuff. Oh, snap. So, the strong tannin has now been created. All we need to do now is pop down here, grab out all of our prepared hides, and then we can get on with the final stage of leather working. We're going to go 12 prepared hide in here. It's going to turn into 24 leather after 4.5 days. Oh, man. We have got to deploy some frankly immense patience here, my friends. But at the end of it, we're going to get 48 from these two combined. And then another, I think, 18 from this one. Which is, what, 66 in total? Damn, we're going to be able to make a lot out of 66 leather. Anyway, back down into the depths. I'm going to channel my inner Crash Bandicoot and go grab myself some more crystals. Because, well, why wouldn't you? Oh, aren't you beautiful? Oh, there's so much of it there. Look at it. Oh, my word. It's everywhere. There's some large crystal formations to be had here, isn't there? Wow. Okay, well, let's pick it all up. Oh, my goodness me. These are all individual items. The thing is, though, I can still hear water. So, somewhere around, there's got to be a cave. Ooh. Okay. Ah, yes. Okay. We found some stuff. I think I can see the beginnings of a ruin. Yeah. Look at this area. Okay. A little bit of an underground pool, complete with stalactites and stalagmites. Okay. And there's even some sand down here. What the hell? Anyway, the big question is, what is going on? Oh, yeah, there's something to be had here, folks. Let's go and break our way in and see just what the heck is going on. Tiny pile of junk metal. 10 aged firewood. Hey. Huh, okay, we can actually grab that. Small ruined crate. Okay, nothing in there. Well, we can't open it, more to the point. A ruined bearded axe. Can we pick that up? Yeah, we can. Oh, wow, 15 durability. Oh, brilliant. Ruined shelf. Heavily collapsed chest. Oh, there's stuff in here. A flint knife. Metal scraps. All in all, though, not all that great loot, it has to be said. I mean, is that literally it? It's literally just this little thing here? Oh, I didn't even notice the ladder that was here. Okay, I'm just being a big old doofus brain at this point. What have we got down here? A straw bed. Another chest. Hey, look at that. Some seeds. A flint knife. So we've got a small crate of rock here. Doesn't really do anything. And then we've got ourselves another chest here. Oh, nice. Coils of rope, some more rot, and some bandages. So these amethyst crystals are an ingredient for amethyst. How do we actually make the amethyst? Oh! Okay, so similar to hammering a bunch of chunks. Hey, look at that. We've got 7 from that one, 5 from that one. Oh. Looks like we can make ourselves quite a lot of this stuff, actually. Huh. As a result of doing that, we can finally pick up the rest of the loot here. All in all, this wasn't a bad find, was it, folks? Hell yeah. Alrighty, my friends. I think the final thing I want to do in today's episode is to finally embark on my journey to becoming a master pie maker. That is right. So, we grab ourselves out all of this fire clay right here. We then place it on the floor. And here we are. Clay oven for cooking baked goods. You will need a quern before you can make use of a clay oven. Requires 68 fire clay. That is totally ridiculous. But believe me when I say, from videos I've seen from other people in the community, making pies is a very, very worthwhile thing to do. So, yeah, I'm just going to have to deploy some patience here, as well as with the leather working, huh? This thing is freaking massive! Okay, we gotta be getting towards the end of creating this thing now. There we are! Nice. Do we have to, like, cook this thing, or can we just use it straight out? I think we can use it straight out, judging by the fact we've got ourselves a bunch of hovering tooltips. Add items to be baked, add wood. Okay, so is it specifically only wood you could use in this thing? I mean, to be fair, that would make sense. In order to get started with pie making, we're going to need some dough. We've got ourselves a bunch of spelt, rye, and flax. Those are all healthy amounts as well, actually. So, why don't we head up here? We're going to head on over to our quern. We're going to place in, let's start off with the spelt. And what this should become is flour, right? Yes. Alrighty, 24 spelt flour. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves some water from this little water source I've got going on. Then we can make ourselves spelt dough. And 10 per time, because each of the dough only requires 1 liter of water and a bucket holds 10. So yeah, we can get ourselves another bucket and then we can finish this thing off. There we are. So checking out the handbook entry, it says it's an ingredient for stink bait, but more importantly, for pies. Look at these saturation values. I mean, some of them are just absolutely insane. 3,180 plus 960 with the meat pie. Fruit pie is probably the only one we can't make at the moment because I don't have any fruit, sadly. Vegetable and meat is probably the only ones we can do. Now, because vegetables are the things I have in the most plentiful amount, I think this is what we're going to go for. So, we start off with a bottom crust. So, this is where the spelt dough comes into play. I could do with a little bit of a work surface, though. There we are. And now, we can get on with our pie making properly, right? Right? Oh, it has to specifically be a table. It can't be no chiseled rubbish like that. Okay, so we've got to do just a little bit of that, do we? Okay, that's pretty easy. My big concern, though, is this is wood. Right. I didn't really think of that, did I? Alright, we're just going to have to be aware of this when we try to light some pit kilns in the future. For now, though, let's go and start doing some stuff. So, oh, there's the bottom of the pie. Right, we're now going to head downstairs here. We're going to see what our vegetable supply is looking like. Now, when it comes to the fillings, does it mean that 2 will fill in one of these so-called portion slots? I guess we'll find out in just a hot second. So we start off with this. Oh, we can't add mushrooms to a pie. Oh, that sucks. Real life would beg to differ, but oh well. Put that in there. Oh, okay. Then we'll have some onion. And then, I'll tell you what, let's just do 50-50 with onions and these here turnips. Boom. There we are. Then we have to add a crust. Boop. There we are. We have a pie. Oh my goodness me. The first ever one. Oh, all right. Let's get you placed in there. Then we need some fuel. I've absolutely no idea how much, though. Maybe I should check out the handbook entry? Oh, preheat your oven. Ah, right. Okay. In which case I need to take that back out. And then I place some wood in. Okay, so 6 of them. That's the amount you could put in, is it? All right, so then we get this thing lit up. You guys are going to have to forgive me and have some patience, by the way. This is the first ever time I'm working with making pies in Vintage Story. All of you veterans out there might be watching this and being like, oh, good grief, you're such a noob. But, do you know what? We all were at some point. I'm having a lot of fun with this. I love learning new mechanics and stuff to do in Vintage Story. It's genuinely one of the most fun parts of this game. Recipe notes, you can change the pattern of the top crust by right mouse clicking with a knife or some dough in hand. To preheat the oven, first insert your firewood, then ignite it, and then wait for it all to burn away. Never light the oven with the pie inside or it will be destroyed. And then, basically, we've just got to keep BDI on it. Pulling the pie out too soon means it won't be fully baked, but if you wait too long, it will be charred. Both will make the pie less nutritious. Ah, okay. You can then place your baked pie back down onto a table and use a knife to cut it into quarters. Each slice of pie works like a serving of a meal. Alright, so yeah, we've just got to wait for all of this wood to go away first then, huh? Do you know what? While that's heating up, shall we experiment with the little crust styles? No way! Oh, okay. That's up to temperature now. There's like a lattice type thing, so we put that in there. Oh, okay, very, very cool. I guess the big question is, how long do we need to wait? I mean, presumably until it no longer says raw in the top center there? Oh my gosh. Get out of town. You can physically see the dough / pie rising in the oven. Dude, this game's attention to detail never ceases to amaze me, man. Oh, this is just fantastic. Hey, we did it. Okay, it's done. So then we place it up on the table. Cut off a slice. Okay, boom. Oh, no way. So we've got a grand total of 540 saturation being replenished via this quarter of a vegetable pie. I can't believe it. That's my first ever slice of pie, and my first pie just ever that I've made in Vintage Story. I'm genuinely so chuffed. So on that happy note, it's time to wrap up today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you folks have enjoyed today's episode. Hopefully next episode, we'll be able to actually, finally, be able to make ourselves a bunch of leather stuffs. And I think, as a result of us doing all this leather work and stuff, one of the things I would like to do is to take up one of your guys' suggestions and make ourselves like a dedicated leather working room where we've got barrels that are pre-filled with all of the various stuffs we need. So that's things like diluted borax, the weak tannin, the strong tannin, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be very, very worthwhile making, I think. So yeah, for now though, thank you very much for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you folks in the next one.